It's okay. It's okay. Off your mic. It's okay. Off your mic.
Chai! Now wow, people wey suppose talk truth to power don't off mic. And if we talk, now 500,000 they go summer us, call them hate speech. But fear not, Maiyegun don't come. Him go torchlight every corner, nooks and cranny of all these bad people where they spoil our country. So my people make we laugh, oh, yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo yo. My people make we shout, oh, yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, man of the masses, oh, yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo yo. Maiyegun diary Politico, yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo yo. This one not the off in mind, oh, yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo yo. And in the touchlight every corner, oh, yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo yo. Okay, some people be they holla say they want the power. Chai, them be promise us say we go get light and power. Nah. Them hustle sote they can't get the power. But now they know they do anything with the power. Sure. Every day, dollar just they get the higher power over naira. Still them talk say make we off mind. But thank God say Maiyegun don't come. So my people make you laugh, oh, yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo yo. My people make we shout, oh, yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, man of the masses, oh, yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo yo. Maiyegun diary Politico, oh, yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo yo. This one not they off in mind, oh, yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo yo. Person where they do evil, no one make person talk. Them say that Maiyegun, that man too they talk. He too they talk. Say Maiyegun diary, he they hot like pepper. But every day then they take money in bulk. Poor man picking, they the street they hawk. Still them talk say make we no talk. But thank God say Maiyegun don't come. So my people make you laugh, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. My people make you shout, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, man of the mass. Maiyegun la wa mo do do do.
Share the video. Invite your friends. Tell them
Maiyegun la wa mo do do.
Let's create it tonight.
Maiyegun ti dé o, ọ̀rẹ́ ará yìí. Lórí Facebook,
Thank you
lórí
for joining me.
gbogbo bó ṣe ń lọ ni Maiyegun já wa sí. Àṣírí ọ̀jẹ̀lú kì í bò níbẹ̀ o.
Now you can share the video from wherever you are watching from. I have a chance of going live on Twitter tonight. So you might see one or two people who will see that and eventually join. It is better to join on YouTube. It's quite clearer and kind of, beautiful. You're watching it on a big screen. For example, on your TV, it's quite clear. I love it. And people have told me that they love it too. Tell me, how is the sound?
Maiyegun la wa mo do do. Maiyegun diary. Àní ẹ̀sùn rákì. Maiyegun ti dé. Maiyegun ti dé.
Thank you very much for joining me once again tonight. So from wherever you are joining from, this is Maiyegun Live. You have been following the news. And on Maiyegun's diary Politico, sometimes people think, or maybe those who recently joined us, who have no idea what we do on Maiyegun's diary and why we do what we do on Maiyegun's diary. Nigeria is in a very, very bad place as we speak. very, very dangerous and terrible place as we speak. Courtesy, the jihadists who are in charge of governance in that place. And many, many people are still pretty much unaware of the danger lurking around them, because they are in a system that make them so superstitious. When things go wrong, they just have to find something to blame, or just, possibly just blame themselves. Nigeria is a country whereby when you are a victim of a rigged system, whenever the rigged system comes after you, and you become more victimized, traumatized, or attacked, assaulted by the system, abused, when your rights are completely taken away from you, Nigeria is a country whereby you, as a victim, you are expected to either blame yourself for whatever came or fell upon you. That is that country. And if you are not so strong enough to blame yourself, then the people will blame you for it. That is the type of country Nigeria has become. There is no empathy, no sympathy, no nothing that makes them feel human, except when they are talking about themselves. That is why where they are going to find the next meal is more important if they are actually going to live for the next day. So they live for the day. And that is a conditioning that the political class in Nigeria have succeeded, right, in forcing on the people. They condition them, majority, to believe that when things are wrong with them or the country, they are to be blamed. And in the long run, even when they have no power to choose who lead them, they have no power over the constitution that rules them, okay? They have no idea what is written inside that constitution, majority of them, right? Therefore, the system now conditioned them to pray for the criminals who have actually brought upon the calamity upon them. And where did Maiyegun's diary Politico comes in? I am just the priest in the temple of truth, Maiyegun's diary Politico. I don't have to say it the way you're going to like it. Most of the time, I don't even say it the way you are likely going to like it. But guess what? The fact comes out and people get to sit back and say, wow, I never really thought about it that way. Oh, really? Oh, I didn't see it that way. And that is the gap that Maiyegun's diary Politico has been filling, if you have been following. And to my friends who have kept faith with Maiyegun, thank you. We are doing well because the ministry is growing. It is a free of charge ministry, but I do have friends who felt like, Maiyegun, this needs to get better. And guess what? With all your support, look at us. It has gotten better, and it will get better and better until we are able to have more and more people who understand the system, and they will no longer be swayed, manipulated, hoodwinked, and deceived by the career criminals, past, present, and future, in anything that has to do with Nigeria. This is the gap we are filling. And I've told people, yes, I might be a multi-purpose. Some of my friends call me, they are now calling me Maiyegun Biafra. I love that. I actually do, genuinely. You know why? Humanity makes us feel like when something terrible is happening to your neighbor, right? Do not rejoice, even if you are not in good time with that your neighbor. Because when that bad thing happening to that your neighbor are finished with your neighbor, they will have somebody else to go after. That will be you, right before our eyes. We might not be alive in the 60s. Yes, we might not be. I wasn't alive in the 70s until the early 80s, nearly mid 80s. I wasn't part of the horrible story of what Nigeria has become today, right? But guess what? We're born into it. And today, we can see all the handwritings of the same people who perpetuated genocide, the genocidists in your history that they buried, they watered it down. They made, they did a lot of things to bury the truth from us, this generation, so that once we are unable to find the truth, we will continue to worship fake people, criminals as heroes. And that's what we have been doing. And therefore, we're like, okay, We're supposed to be a generation like the generation before us, the quiet generation, the grumpy, frustrated generation. They have no way of coming out of it. They have been adapted, conditioned, and they have adapted to what Nigeria has made them. Now, look at our generation, the generation that continue to ask questions. Why did that happen? Why did you not do that? How come this is not happening? Why did we have to face this? Now, we are asking questions. Do you know what they are giving back to us? They are telling us to shut up and be like our own, and be like the generation before us. Some of them are watching me today. They said we are too loudmouth. We are too in a hurry. We are not patient. But guess what? 60 years of Nigeria independence conditioned them to keep waiting. 22 years of a democracy has shown us that with the population of Nigeria, in recent time, they said the young people, they make up over 70% of Nigeria population. That is our voice that they want to silence. That is our power they want to whittle down. That is something that can make us demand for anything. But because they did it with the generation before us and the one before them, they unleashed violence, force, killings, bloodshed, bloodbath on them, to force them to comply. That's what they are doing to us now. Okay? Now, fast forward, we were not alive when Ojukwu, when Azikiwe, when Awolowo, Amadu Bello, Otafawa Balewa, and the rest of them got into the deal that brought you and I together today, as one Nigerian. Abi? Now, we had no say, but we can tell from our recent history that if we had no idea or complete say in what happened then, the people who forced this on us, who brought upon death, poverty, underdevelopment, corruption, and terrorism on us, that generation was the same generation that actually brought famine, war, corruption, genocide, and ethnic cleansing. And they buried the history. Now, this generation is asking questions. They said, we are impatient. And you know those who are telling us that we are impatient? Those are the people from the generation before us. The generation that complied. The generation that was patient. The generation that gave them time. The generation that deceived enough to bring us to this world, to come and face the consequences of their silence. And that generation is trying to tell us that we are in a hurry. They will just kill us. And they are killing us. That generation is justifying it. What is wrong with you? Why do you want to challenge government? Nobody will challenge government and win. Nobody should ask for, their own country. Because they came from the generation that witnessed genocide. And they kept quiet. And they buried it. And they continue to tell us, if we don't want to witness same again, we should keep quiet and obey. And we said no. Saying no has now endangered our lives as young people. Gerontocrats, old, aged, senile, demented, corrupt, incompetent criminals in their own 80s, in their late 70s, they are telling me, they are telling you that you have no say in whatever future you think you want to have. And they said, shut up. If you don't, we will just kill you. That's just the narrative. And it's now up to you. What is your choice? Wait to be killed. Keep quiet and pretend to be safe, even though you are not. And that is where I want to bring about this danger that many people want you to ignore. Don't ignore them. They are real. They are called existential threats. Buhari is one and is the arrowhead. As long as he has that power, the Fuilani oligarch, the Fuilani terrorist, the terrorist apologist, the corrupt, bloodthirsty criminals in that regime in Nigeria who are currently perpetuating genocide in eastern Nigeria, they will do worse. I'm glad that people raised the alarm. people raised the alarm. They said, listen, Buhari has just issued a dog whistle. A dog whistle is when you say, oh, is that what you are looking for? You want to challenge us? Abi, you want to do Biafra again? Oh, you want to start to do a republic? Don't worry. You have not learned from the history, even though we kept the history away from you. But do you remember that we killed ourselves, Abi? We killed many children. We killed many women. We destroyed civilians who have nothing. They should be protected. That's what it should be. Law or rules of engagement. Rules of engagement says, except the civilian population are armed, you don't kill them. But Buhari and Co, Muritala and gang, Theophilus Danjuma, Abacha, Obasanjo, and this guy, Babangida, and the rest of them, they felt cool. And they received medals for committing genocide. They got rewarded for it, and we're not allowed to talk about it. No, you shouldn't talk about it. Forget it. So that is also part of the society they created. A society that says, let's just forget it and move on. Let us just be united. Can't we just come together and be united? The unity beggars. Let's be united now. Why are you also calling for war, 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 war? As if to say, asking for a responsible country led by responsible people, is too much to ask for. And when people say, we won't be part of this anymore, we want to leave, then they said, yeah, you are calling for war. You can't leave. This is for better, for worse, for richer, for poorer, for terrorism, for kidnapping. Whatever it is still there, do us part. Really? Who signed that arrangement? They said, don't talk about it. They called the people who asked that the just things should be done. They call them enemies of Nigeria. But guess what? The same people that want you and me to gang up and arrest Sunday Igboho so that they can put handcuff in his hands, the people who want you and me to gang together and arrest Nnamdi Kanu and hate him. Some people were even sending me messages personally that I should do my best to detach myself from Nnamdi Kanu and IPOB. That if I know the truth about them, if I know blah, 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 and all that, I will never have anything to do with them. The usual. Mudsliding, gaslighting, divide and rule. Are you with me? Those who want you to do that to Nnamdi Kanu, those who want you to hunt down those who are asking for the right thing to be done, those who want you to call IPOB member terrorist, those who told you that ESM members are terrorists, they are the same people who are providing military coverage, police coverage for Sheikh Gumi that is walking into different forest location, that the military in Abuja knows, that the police in Abuja knows, that the presidency, your presidency in Abuja knows, and they provide security. State governors provide hotels and other logistics for Sheikh Gumi to go about and meet terrorists who kidnapped school children, those who raped and sold school children for slaves in this 21st century. And none was actually arrested. Right before your eyes, right before our eyes, we saw that happened. And they conditioned you to see that. In fact, the Minister of Defense of Nigeria came out and he said, giving amnesty to terrorists is the right thing to do because it is part of a rule of engagement of war. Anybody who says they have surrendered, then you rehabilitate them. That's a normal thing to do. Now, that country that conditioned you to agree that rehabilitating and paying repentant terrorists hundreds of millions of naira, while their other brothers and sisters continue to kidnap school children, innocent children, women, men, and other innocent people that your military promised and are paid to protect, they ignored. They are releasing terrorists right before your eyes, and they are justifying it. They are meeting terrorists. Terrorists are making demand, and here, right before your eyes, you can't do anything. Okay, now, the same people who want you to see those who are standing up against Fulani terrorists, using all manner of propaganda to make you believe that they are more dangerous than those who could walk into a school and kidnap 200 school children. And they are now demanding for 110 million naira. Not because your military are now going after them. No. Your military, they are now in the eastern Nigeria conducting house-to-house search, kidnapping young men and other men, and, labeling them terrorists just to keep Nigeria one. How is that going to keep Nigeria one? So you as a young person, you are at a crossroad, and I understand. You are at a crossroad because Nigeria has played a big Confucianist role. A really big confusion in your life, in your existence. Let me put it this way. I don't know how old you are, but I can put it this way. I am 37 years old. Okay? Now, democracy in my own lifetime, which I can tell the story clearly, unambiguously, right? Clearly, with clear head, what happened in the last 22 years of democracy in Nigeria. Now, if you take 22 years out of my age now, do you know how old I'm going to be? I'm actually going to be a teenager. Somebody that should be looking forward to a very, very promising future when democracy barged in Nigeria 22 years ago. Do you know that a 15-year-old boy, me, 22 years ago, I had dreams too, because I could tailor my dream and dreams, with what those political criminals of that era promised. Free education, better and working economy, stable electricity, good and better learning environment. All this issue of incessant industrial actions, strikes and here and there will become a thing of the past. Development will come so fast because we can now rule ourselves. There will be no soldiers. There will be no guns. Human rights will be at the top notch. Now, you will not be, your rights will never be infringed upon, not by the government, not by any powerful person. These were things that a teenager me aligned my future with, until I realized that it was a fraud. Now, I don't know how old you are, right? But can you please take 22 years away from your current age and see what you have lost? And let's say in that 22 years, Nigeria is now the poverty capital of the world, where more people living in extreme poverty are now populated Nigeria. Nigerians are now the most terrorized people in the whole world. Nigeria economy is in shambles, whereby Nigeria is the country with the largest number of unemployed people and unemployable people. All this data may not make any sense to you because Nigeria might have possibly happened to you already, whereby you have been conditioned to begin to live that world of vibes and inshallah. Baba, if God day, everything day. It doesn't matter if electricity no day. It doesn't matter if there is no security. It doesn't matter if corruption is at the most endemic state. It doesn't matter if terrorism has now enveloped everywhere. Baba, na inshallah, na vibe, everything na vibes and inshallah. But that is not what we stand for, Maiyegun's diary. Are you with me? And for the past 5 years, it took us a long time. Some people have done it far, far, far longer than that. But do you know that when Buhari now came in, he has done an excellent job to prove to all of us that Nigeria is not for us. No matter how much they pretend, no matter how much they have acted like maybe we were just overreacting, with the latest you have seen now, you will realize that Nigeria is not for you. And if you have a little chance of making a difference, it is to make sure that your children, they are never part of this mess. You don't leave this mess for your children. If you are in any sensible way of it, yeah, if you are sensible enough to know the danger that you are around. And so far, so good. It is working. More people now feel like the ideal thing now is that this current Nigeria is absolutely out of place. It can be fixed. It can be remedied. Some are now asking for a constitutional change whereby they will have an opportunity of having an opportunity of enclosing the referendum in there. But we have a problem. We are dealing with the Fuilani terrorists in power. They don't deal with constitution. They don't care about constitution. They care about violence, guns. And that is why every reasonable people, every genuine person from every part of Nigeria, from Oduduwa land, from Biafra land, from every land that make up that 250 ethnic nationalities, all of you, reasonable people, begin to prepare your people, begin to mobilize from cluster to cluster, from house to house, from village to village. It is time to save yourselves. And I mean it. It is time. People's power supersedes Buhari's power. It is just for you to show him. When people move to the street, when Nigeria shuts down, you will send these marauders away. You can take back your countries and you can do what you like with those countries. Yes, you have saboteurs. They are products of that Nigeria that conditioned them to see you as enemies. But if you don't take it upon yourself to disarm them, educate them, disarm them now, they are the army that Buhari and co rely upon to continue. They are the army they are going to unleash on us. They are the army that will fight to kill, to keep Nigeria one. They are the army of these Buhari idiots. But if you use that most powerful weapon, what is the most powerful weapon ever? The most powerful weapon ever is the mind. You see your mind? Your mind is the most powerful tool. And as a powerful tool, it is the most powerful weapon. If you can utilize it, if you can nourish it, if you can feed it with exposing, enlightening, information, things that educate your mind. If your mind is solidly educated enough, where all these flippancies, all these manipulations, all these frauds, and all the things associated with it, right? They will be unable to penetrate your mind. Because if you don't use that, your mind, somebody else is going to use it for you. And that is where your mind become the greatest weapon of propaganda. Once that propaganda sinks in, the propaganda that make you feel like it is a crime to ask for a better life. It is a crime to ask for a better country. It is a crime to demand for self-determination. You see, once you don't use that mind of yours, somebody else is going to use it. And you can't be a Maiyegun's friend without using your mind. It may take time, but we'll keep trying. That's why I said I am not a freedom fighter. I am not a human rights fighter. I am just that guy who can speak consciously into your subconscious mind and make you get thinking. And once you begin thinking, and you can begin to unlearn things that they have buried in your mind. And once you take over, when you take control of your mind, it will be difficult for anybody to lie to you anymore. And when they cannot lie to you, I mean, when you can no longer lie to yourself, no one can lie to you. Nobody can take over your life without your permission. They have systematically, indirectly taken over our mind for so long. They have then, when they took over our mind, they buried fear in there. And that is why every time they need to capture your mind, every time they need to capture my mind, you and I mind, they appeal to our fear. Do you want to die? Do you want to go to prison? Do you want to lose your, they want something appealing to your fear. Do you want to lose your family? Do you want to lose your properties? Oh, if you try it, we're going to do this to you. And then you feel like, okay, fine. I'm going to back out. Because you don't use your mind. Your mind will tell you that whether you agree with them or not, they are still going to try to take everything away from you. They are scavengers. They are scroungers. They are a bunch of freeloaders, pickpockets, people who don't work. They don't invent anything, but they live off your sweat and they rub it on you. They rub it on you. They rub it off on you. Are you with me? And the only weapon they have is fear. Fear-mongering. 50 people killed there, 30 people killed there. Oh, we are going to crush the Biafrans. Oh, we're going to kill all of them. Oh, we will speak to them in the language they understand. What is that language? Violence. We will use violence. They have been using violence for decades. If violence can build a country, if force can build bridges, if use of bloodbath, bloodthirsty criminals using their power, if this can build a country, build trust, Nigeria will be one of the greatest countries on earth. But they don't build anything. They build resentment, use of force, lack of communication, lack of trust in the system. Doesn't build anything. It builds, disunity. It builds, resistance. It builds things that makes them resent one another. That is what it. That's what use of force. That is what it built. That is why for 60 years, after so many killings, after so many bloodbaths, after so many people have, become victims of Nigeria. Nigeria is still never peaceful, still never united. You know why? The use of force never built any country. Forget it. It escalates it. It breaks the country. And that's exactly what Nigeria will be. But when you are educated, when your mind is sharp, when your mind can process information enough, when your mind can tell you that somebody is about to manipulate you, when people begin to give you options in a very terrible situation, but they are not giving you option of making up your own option. You either take this or you take that. You either go and join politics and join and they beat us in election, or we'll kill you if you try to say you want to break up. They are those giving us conditions. Have you not paid attention? You have no say about the constitution? No, none. Even when they say they are doing review, you have no idea of what they are reviewing. Nothing. Right? Because you have no option. When they come, when they give you the option of electoral system, they publicly said you needed an electoral reform that is all-inclusive, that doesn't centralize the control of electoral system and all of that. They said no. Restructure. They said no. And for everything that you have brought up, they've said no. Because they never gave you option. And when people said, we are going to leave, they said, no. You don't have that option. Just stay there. If you don't agree with that option we gave to you, we're going to kill you. That is unacceptable. That is not good for any living mind. You can't be somebody alive and you have no choice. How does that work?
Well, the elders have met. They have decided who are the elders? Who make them elders? When? Who are they accountable to? To themselves. And they said, shut up. Do you want to die like people before you? Do you want us to just kill you? Why should you kill me? When I want to question why I have no say in what happened to me, my future, in a country I'm supposed to be a citizen. In the UK, where I'm not even a citizen, by the way, I'm just a resident, right? I have a say in what goes on around here. I have a very, very strong say. How can somebody tell me that if I say, okay, my choice and the choice of many others is that we don't want to be a part of Nigeria anymore? Why should anybody kill me for that? Because that is what Nigeria is. People agree with them that they kill them. All those Biafran, kill them. But when you ask why, they can't tell you. Some will tell you that, have you not seen how Nnamdi Kanu is insulting the Yorubas? I said, okay, if Nnamdi Kanu insulted the Yorubas, does that justify them being killed? Hey? Where is your empathy? Where is your humanity? And they say, you insulted, you are insulting Buhari. Is Buhari not old enough to be your father? If they kill you now, they will say government is bad. Why should I be killed for what you call an insult on a public official? Is because of what Nigeria has done to you. And this is what makes our work very, very difficult. Do you know why you are abusing me? Do you know why you feel so angry that I'm saying things that affect the people who put you in that state of mind? Do you know why you are angry? You are angry because the inner you agrees with me that things are not good. You are affected, directly or indirectly. You agree. But something tells you that as a patriotic Nigerian, you are not raised to insult elders. That is the manipulation that they have managed to impose on you. After stealing that your mind, you are not in total control of your mind. You know why? That is why you gave your mind to the thought, to the what do you call it? To the thought of, why do you have to insult them? They are elders. They are leaders. Failed, incompetent criminals. Opportunists. But you feel offended because you are conditioned to be offended when people talk about those who brought about that same thing that you agree with me is wrong with Nigeria. But you see, with time, when you take over your mind, when you're able to reason it through, then you will realize that agreeing with them doesn't guarantee your better life. Disagreeing with them can at least give you an opportunity of something better. But if you agree with them, that means you shouldn't look for anything, anything different. And it is only the mad people that will do same thing again and again, and they will expect a different result. Now only person will get mental problem. For 60 years, now mad people, they have been in charge of Nigeria. Are you not paying attention? They are doing the same thing again and again, and they expect a different result. Look at this. They killed 5 million people just to keep Nigeria one. They want to do it again to keep Nigeria one. After killing 5 million people, my brothers and sisters, what has that brought upon Nigeria? Terrorism, poverty, underdevelopment, corruption. Look around you. Do you want somebody to put this in black and white and paste them in everywhere you go, so that when you turn around, you can read it out loud until you memorize it, until it becomes part of you? Do you want us to do that? Well, maybe not. That is why Maiyegun's diary Politico continue to pop up on your screen every now and then. So with all of this complaint, don't pretend that people are not acting. Don't pretend. Come on. I heard, Baba, we just talk. We need action. Of course, we need action. How much of this action have you contributed to, directly or indirectly? We are grateful to those people who have used their platforms to educate the mind of everyone from everywhere in Nigeria why they should think deeper. Think not just about yourselves. Think about the children, your offsprings, your siblings, your relatives, your family and friends, that neighbor, your community, the memory that we call the childhood memory. All these things are about to be stolen from you completely. You are about to become a part of a country that the terrorists in charge are about to turn to Nigeristan. And that is scary. Even if Nigeria will turn to Nigeristan, don't you have the right to have a say? That is what everybody is asking for. Should you have a right to have a say, or should you not? When people came out to say we want to have a say in this Nigeristan, that Buhari and APC, Egbekegbe, that the poverty, what do you call it? Poverty sharing, jihadist, apologist, criminal political party are given to us. Should you not even have a say, even if they want to turn Nigeria to Nigeristan? Sharia law, this, that, infidel, unbeliever, all these languages are the languages and terminologies you are going to get used to in Nigeristan. And before you do that, should people not have a say? And they are demonizing them. They are glorifying terrorists. And they are demonizing your children, demonizing your brothers, demonizing your sisters. They are using you to justify their demonization. They are about to commit a large-scale genocide in southern Nigeria. When is the right time for the people of southern Nigeria to see this light? When is the right time for the royal fathers in these regions to see the light? When is the right time for the young people in this region to see the light? When? The time is now. That's why I'm not going to get tired. No, that's why I'm not going to get tired. I won't get tired. It doesn't matter if you get annoyed. If it's becoming annoying. If it's becoming like we are talking too much. Every soul that we convert to reason, to see light, to see the danger, that when they kill an Igbo man, yes, as they are killing an Igbo man, yes, they are using their soldiers to shoot at the Igbo youth. They are also using their Fulani terrorists or their police to shoot at the Yoruba youth. So they are using their Fulani terrorists to shoot at the Benue youth, the Jos Plateau youth. They are everywhere. They are ransacking everywhere in Ebonyi. If the soldiers are not burning your houses, the terrorists are burning your houses. And they said, if you come together as one, if all of you, the victims, can stop pointing fingers, can you stop digging up the graves of your own past deed? Can you please be united in your victimhood? Because you are all victims. If the Fulanis, who are currently the Fulanis in northern Nigeria, who are already established, if they are smarter now, they will see the pitfall. They will see the bottomless pit that the Fulani oligarch led by Buhari and gang, they will see through where they are leading them. This is what it's going to come out to. It's already coming to that. Buhari has divided Nigeria enough for everybody to know his own place.
It has gotten to a point where their political leaders are now saying all the Fulanis should begin to move back to the northern Nigeria. Now, it is only the southern political leaders who are still pretty much afraid to come out boldly and tell their people to come back to the south now. If you are living in that world, in that la la land, if you are still living in that la la land, dreaming in that your la la land, it is now pretty much obvious that if you don't call them back, well, I won't say more than that, because you know what? People who boldly told us that we are infidels and that, they are telling us to ignore. People are turning to refugees. They are telling us that we can't talk about it. They are telling us that Nigeria is indivisible simply because they, in that part, believe that the reason why all of you are complaining is because of 2023 presidency. They are killing your children. They are killing your future. They are destroying your economy. They are destroying the economy of the South. Here we are. They are making you believe that it is just a storm in a teacup. Until you know, until more people know, then you will get the community. That's what we want to do. We want to build a community of intelligent, educated people who know the danger that is lurking around them. People who will not listen to Baba Gios. People who will not listen to Chief Imam. People who will not listen to those who claim to be hearing from God while they praise terrorists on the side. People that will not listen to this guy.
We have been following the happenings in Kaduna State, particularly in recent months, and we have been deeply concerned for the inhabitants of the state, concerned for the government, and particularly concerned for you, sir. We know it's not an easy thing to be governor of Kaduna State at this particular moment. We know you have a problem that only God can solve. A problem far, far beyond the abilities of any human being. But I want to assure you, sir, victory is around the corner. Amen. We are praying for you, and I believe God is going to answer the prayers. Amen. I'm assuring you, sir, that the Almighty God is going to fight for you. Amen. He's going to fight for Kaduna State. Amen. He's going to fight for Nigeria. Amen.
You think that you're wise? You are a mumu man. You are a mumu man. And then throw the guy.
Absolutely. So we want the generation enlightened enough that it is not God that will bring about or put a stop to kidnapping. No, not God. Forget it. We want a generation that knows that a military that is not protecting terrorists is a military that can stop terrorism. Are you with me? A government that is prosecuting arrested terrorists and sending them to jail are not paying them ransom, is a government that will end terrorism, not the people, not God, as they want you to believe. We won't listen to those scammers again. Not like him anymore anyway, because you remember, there's somebody who is a product of that lightology, ministry of theirs. It is this guy, the fake Pastor Ruga. How can somebody like this make you want to still wait for one God, to help you break up Nigeria? Come on, that's part of the fraudsters. We will no longer, listen to them anyway until you stop listening to them too. Then you will realize that, so you actually have a lot of power, than these criminals posing as the spokesperson for God.
Praise the Lord. This
country will change February 14, 2015. There is no doubt at all that this country will see a change. I'm happy that you will witness that change. I'm happy that you will be alive to see that change. It will be a change from the unemployment we have now to jobs for young people. No light, no power, there will be power. Everything that a government should do, this government, the new government of General Buhari will do. Don't let anybody tell us lies and deceive us about religion. You and I know that the most important thing is that when the righteous are in power, the people rejoice. Let me ask you a question. Are you rejoicing now? Under this government, are you rejoicing? Very good. The reason why we cannot rejoice under this government is because the scripture says when the righteous are in power, the people rejoice.
We will work with you to build a Nigeria that is not corrupt. I bring you a message of hope.
We are going to spend a lot of resources on education.
So that's why we want a generation that won't listen to these criminals anymore. And if you think we are not doing it, then you are not paying attention. No, you are not. Yes, we still have those who are still the Abobakus, the Almajiris, the Buhari deal, the cyberbarians, and all of them. Of course, we still do. Some of them are irredeemable. Of course. There are many, many people that have handed over their mind to APC, Egbekegbe, through the tool of their manipulation, propaganda, lies. Are you with me? Eh? The people who told you, I don't even want to go into all of that. So we are getting those people back gradually. There are people who have seen the failure, but they are at the crossroad. They are not sure what to go for. Should we just do a revolution and possibly just get somebody that will just change everything? They are still believing that. And there are also a chunk of many of us who believe that to save lives, let us break it up. Now that crossroad is where we have been all this while. And Buhari is doing a great job. He's showing everybody every day why you have to agree that, what do you call it, self-determination for every nationality that wants to go is the right thing to do. Every day is proving it to us. So there's no better time to see the South, the Middle Belt, everyone coming together and push an agenda, push a voice that is very clear to the Northern Nigeria, so that if Northern Nigeria is going to fight war, let them fight the war with the Southern Nigeria and the Middle Belt. Let them use the Nigerian military and their Fulani terrorists to fight that war, because it is better that way. But you know what they are doing right now? People are still trying. You see all of these nationalities from everywhere, from the Middle Belt, from the Biafraland, from the Ijo land, from Yorubaland, from everyone's land now, where everybody is trying to say, no, we want our own country. No, we don't want to be part of these people. Or we don't want to be part of that. But as much as everyone is now grouping up now, it puts everybody, everywhere. I mean, every region, every nationality in that place, every ethnic nationality in Nigeria, it puts you in danger, because as they go after the Biafrans, so they will come after you. Don't even say it's impossible, but you can make it unwinnable war for them. How do you make it unwinnable war? When the South comes together,
Not just all those governors. They have nothing to do. Forget it. Buhari can announce tomorrow a martial law in the entire southwest Nigeria, and you will see the military you have never seen before. You'll be asking yourself, so Nigeria get this kind of military. Where have they been? Yes, they are about to declare the same martial law now in eastern Nigeria. And there is also a news that came out today, a memo from Abubakar Malamu, the Attorney General. He wrote a memo asking Buhari to suspend the Constitution of Nigeria. About film day this front. Many of you just need to be prepared. Many of us needs to be educated enough that we are mentally prepared so that we don't become the victims of the war that the Fulani has brought upon us. Raphael, my brother, thank you. If I didn't click on that your super chat, I will miss it. It's these millions of comments rolling in at a time. So thank you for that, brother. Meanwhile, let me give you an announcement before I continue. I'm talking about the unity and coming together of the South. I want to see that. I want to see that in the next few weeks. I want to see coalition being announced. I want the IPOB, directorate. I want them to begin at least to give that window for other other nationality, other national the other ethnic nationalities in Nigeria who are trying to build coalition, to build alliance. They should open the door. Are you with me now? It will help greatly. I'm talking about the Biafran directorate, the IPOB directorate. They have a central directorate and they have all their command and all of that. If they can begin to please allow that coalition conversation to start, they should begin to allow that, that kind of southern coalition to happen. If this can happen with what the IPOB did with the sit-at-home in eastern Nigeria, there are many collaborations that can bring about a very loud message to northern Nigeria. This is what they don't want to see happen. People are being paid to make sure that IPOB are not publicly associated with in Nigeria. Even our own freedom fighters, the Dual Republic here and there. There's this unnecessary resentment among them. They have reported it to me, but I won't really hammer much on it. Like I do say, right? I will not contribute to anything that is going to ridicule all the effort to keep people together, keep them together, to demand for self-determination that is rightly theirs. That's why when people were talking about Sunday Igboho and Gani Adams, Oloye Sunday Igboho, I decided not to make it a topic. I decided not to make it an issue because, once we start digging into it, it helps. You will release some statements, you say some certain things that will actually swing the mind of so many people who are already waiting to take side. That won't work for us. That's why I won't really say much, but I can tell you personally, all this animosity, all this division among them, people pass them on to me, and I hope many of them are watching me right now. The the campaign, the project to save people, demand for self-determination is beyond many of you, okay? And if we want saints to lead independence campaign in any part of Nigeria, we'll probably ask for saints. So all of you should drop all this, your ego, all this, all of that. Baba Akintoye, our own father as well, whoever are those who are advising Baba to publicly play a grandstanding role with the IPOB. For whatever gain this is all about, for whatever thing you are trying to cover up, it is not in the interest or the best interest of what we are trying, this generation are trying to build. Whatever animosity you old men have, whatever way you think you are smart, you see this whole thing, right? Let's tell you this, okay? The young people will run this, and we are glad that you older people are also part of us. Please, all those good stuff, don't make it an issue. Bury them, build alliances, make this happen for us as soon as possible. The drive is there, the energy is there, the people are ready for it.
Please, all this public grandstanding and all of that, people should advise them, Ilanomo Yoruba, and every other group from Yorubaland and every other everywhere. All of you should try and calm down with all this your grandstanding. And if you fall into the trap of all those who kept us in this state, we will not hesitate to discard all of you. Okay? We can give credibility to you. We can take the credibility back from you. If your drive, if your public presentations, if your public statements, if they are not aligning with the generality expectation, the general expectation of us, if you think you have that title to decide and tell all of you, we will give you that credibility, we will take it back from you, and we'll give it to those who are ready to drive the messages that unite this generation to face the organized jihadists in Nigeria and their collaborators in the West, okay? I hope I've said enough, and I hope it helps, because I have heard a lot, and I'm serious about it. People are actually so adamant never to make the relationship of IPOB and the Yorubas work. And most of you may not even understand it, but I have received that report, and including those behind it, and they are adamant to make sure that happens. I won't say more. I can tell you, we can give you that credibility, and we can take it back from you. It will take just a matter of days. And once we step on it, we'll take it away from you, and we'll give it to the people who can indeed deliver that unity, the unifying message between the Biafrans, between the Yorubas, between all the abused and changed nationalities in Nigeria. Maybe you don't know the power of that, of what we hold. We have realized that power. We will use it. Trust me, we will use it. We will use it rightly. And you can't tell us that we are being rash, or too much in haste. If you don't tone it with us, if you don't follow what we want, we will take it away. We will take it back from you. And that's why I'm going to draw the curtains on that part. Now, we are talking about the unity here. I'm going to open the line. But I have an announcement. This announcement is quite important. And I think it would be ideal to share it, because those who own the announcement, they are possibly watching me. They are members of Maiyegun General Politico. Well, number one, you remember Mrs. Victoria Idakbani, the wife to Corporal Martins Idakbani, that came on the show a few times. You remember her? So the last time she was here, she told us and gave us an update on what Nigeria is doing to her husband. It's been over a year now, if not 2 years, that they have heard him. No trial, no nothing. They said they are doing a military trial, secret trial, but he's still pretty much been beaten, tortured. His wife has been by herself with her children, all by herself, and the support of the family members who have been helping her. Anyway, tomorrow, I'm going to ask you, my friends, to please reach out to her. She sent me her account details. And for those of you who have reached out to me privately, that we should reach out to her. Any token that we can give, we should send them to her. I agree. I'm going to do that tomorrow. I'm going to share a detail on my screen, on my program tomorrow. And if you have anything you can give to her, to reach out to her, please do. I just said that's an announcement. The second announcement here is also a member of this platform. He is likely to be watching me as well. He is a young man who is funding his own personal education himself. You know the story. I won't bore you with. You know the story of that kind of stories, right? I won't bore you with them. However, he wrote to me and he said, Maiyegun, I need support. All I need is just a laptop. One laptop. I'm a graphic designer. I am writing my project right now he's currently schooling in Unilag in Lagos. He said, Maiyegun, I need a laptop so that, number one, I can use that for my project, and I can indeed use it to run a small graphic designer job on the side and help myself. And I thought, well, a laptop, that's something I could probably send out to him. Well, I couldn't, because it is timely. Now, tomorrow, I'm going to also share his detail. Any of you who is a good Samaritan enough that would likely to help, I will ask you to reach out to him too. Then lastly, one of my favorite, wonderful brother on this platform, he always calls us from, from India. You know him? I know him. Yeah. Some people said every time he calls, they will say, how is India? How are you coping? We have received a report of the coronavirus surge in India lately. What we didn't know then is that we have our brothers and sisters there too, who have been affected, their jobs, their lives, and so many things in so many ways. My brother, who is also watching me, is seeking our help. Are you with me? So these 3 announcements will be repeated tomorrow, and they will be followed up by the details of the individuals I've mentioned. That's what we do on Maiyegun's Diary too. We help, we reach out, we gather our tokens to help those that we cannot touch, those we cannot see, those that we may never meet. Because we are humans. We have empathy. We have sympathy. We are humans. That's why we are so concerned that people who should know better should know that a country that kills our citizens is not a country that you can say will grow or develop. It is a ruined, failed country. To save it, break it up. And that's where I'm going to draw my own curtain. I'm going to open the line to everyone who might want to add their own voice. Of course, we have a few minutes. Let's say about 25, 30 minutes. The floor will be yours. Let's do it. So I think I have my first caller on the line tonight. Hello.
Hello, Maiyegun General.
Yes, ma. A lady first. Your name, ma?
Yeah, my name is Francesca. I'm calling from the United States.
Say that again. Your name again. Sorry, I didn't catch that.
Francesca.
Francesca from the US. You are my first caller.
Yes.
Now you have the floor.
Yes.
Please.
Yes, and it's nice getting through to you, and I really appreciate your person.
Thank you.
It is very rare to come by honest, grandstanding people like you. You do not allow tribe, religion, or whatsoever to sway you. You stand on the truth.
Thank you.
And they say, when you know the truth shall set you free. My brother, please keep on going.
Thank you.
Keep on going strong. You probably are not hearing from a lot of people, but a lot of people watches you. My husband does not play with your show.
Oh.
He come running like, is he live? Or, he always want to record your show so that he can go back to it. And we appreciate you. We appreciate everything you do, bringing the truth to the world. Please keep going. I do not know if you have heard this recent audio that came up today. Somebody sent it to my WhatsApp, and they said this man called Tafida, Mafinda, whatever he is.
Okay.
I sent you that audio to your WhatsApp. Whenever you get a chance to get to it, please, I would like you to play that audio. And people would know that this thing you guys have been saying is real. Do you know that these Fulani people, they have something planned against the rest of the country? And it is coming.
It's playing out
already. It is coming.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, our people need to rise up, honestly. Just like you have been saying, I don't know if it is something they did to cover the rest of the country. The people are not getting up. People need to wake up and know that this thing is real. Blood is flowing. And these people don't give a damn. You can tell that they are not budging. No. Please keep hammering it, Francisca. And I hope they will wake up. Thank you so much, my brother. And we love you. Keep strong. Keep going strong.
Thank you.
Yes.
Yes, ma'am. That's a good one. And I love it when a woman starts the show. Now, let's see. I've got another caller. Hello.
Keep strong. Keep going.
Hello.
Hello, sir.
Hello.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, this is Ben. This is
Osinachi. I think I remember that name on out there. Well, you are live, please. Go on.
Yeah. Thank you. I will say you are the Minister of Information of our time. And I want people to pray for you all the time because you have brought the message before everybody's doorstep. I pray to God that people's eyes will be opened more and more to see your heart, your kind of personality.
Amen.
You've really touched the heart of people, the heart of men, the heart of the voiceless. You've given voice to so many people that they would not even understand. They might not even appreciate it today. But in the long run, believe me, history will always have a place for you.
Thank you. Thanks.
Like, you're welcome. Like, I watched several people, their program, and I was watching Nele Momodu with a mockery. When he was saying, when Nele Momodu asked him that something about the agitation day, Sunday Igboho and Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Now, you can see it's not all about the people that are not educated. Maybe you watched it, you saw his response when it comes to the issue of Nnamdi Kanu. He was busy saying, oh, he's spy. Oh, he will call him on phone or will get a threatening message. Everybody gets threat message for saying the truth. Nnamdi Kanu too gets threat message, death threat message for saying the truth.
That's right.
Somebody does the same too. Now, what I'm trying to say, for somebody who has a platform that has some people who are following him, to start thinking the way he is thinking, all they care for, I was saying to myself, all this guy, what this guy cares for is, oh, maybe tomorrow, Jonathan can come back and become president, then he can return back to Aso Rock. That is what he's thinking. And it comes to the general knowledge. The reason these people you look at that you say, oh, that they are ruling class, the people like the Tunubus, the people like Lai Mohammed, the people like Wike, the people like the governor of my state, that's radical. The reason they think the way they think is because they know that as soon as there's a nation called Biafra Republic, there's a nation called Oduduwa Republic, that their time is up.
They are done.
Even all those things, yes, they are done. Even all the things that they stole, they will forfeit. If not,
you know what I told people, Osita? You know what I told people? I said,
yeah,
if you are not smart enough, you will think that Buhari is the only enemy. And people should pay attention. APC is not the enemy. The only enemy, rather. PDP, they will kill IPOB members too if they are in power. If IPOB asks for a referendum, they will send their soldiers to kill everyone.
They are
because they are the same.
The PDP and the people that move from PDP to APC, are they not the same people?
Because,
they are the same.
Oh dear.
I tell you one simple truth. As of today, June the 2nd, 2021, if anybody that is born of a woman comes to you and tell you that, oh, we want a better Nigeria, I am sorry to say that person is a bastard.
Is a fraudster.
The person is a fraudster. The person is not born of a woman. We can see what is happening everywhere. You will go to the east and you bring your soldier. But in the northeast and in the north, where those things are happening, there's no presence of the soldier. You will come and say somebody is talking to the terrorist. And the person you do, you have to hold that person responsible. For you to talk to the terrorist, that means you're a terrorist. That is the way it is done. We live here in America. We live here in America. We live in different parts of the world. The moment your phone, they find your phone line indirectly or directly connected to a terrorist, you are a terrorist.
Absolutely. Osita, let me take another call. My God, people are queuing there. Thank you so much for that.
Thank you very much.
You have a good evening.
I will reach out to you. Thank you very much.
Thanks, sir. As Osita there. Sorry, guys, I kept you waiting. Osita was making a lot of sense there. I can't cut him off. Hello.
Hello, Maiyegun.
Yes, sir. Hello, sir.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon, my time. This is T Nice calling from USA.
T Nice from the US. You are live.
Yeah. Maiyegun, I don't even know how to start, but most times whenever I sit down to watch your program, I'll be happy, smiling, even when I'm angry. And I don't know how to express how I feel. In fact, it's like I'm getting addicted at wherever I am. If anytime I miss your show, I will always go back to listen to it. But one thing I want to assure you is this, my brother. I believe that it is supernatural that always gives you the wisdom every day, every minute, every second. The next program, so many other things will start coming out from you. Maiyegun, you are a blessing to the entire southern Nigeria.
Thank you.
And I don't know how we can be able to make your platform to reach out to millions of Nigerians back home. And if there's any way we can, even let us, we in the United States can be able to come up with, even if $100 to see how we can get this done. The ones in the UK and Europe and Asia, the diaspora, let all of us come together to see how we can be able to make Maiyegun show to reach out to millions of Nigerians, especially the younger folks.
That's so kind.
In fact, you're a rare gem.
Thank you.
You are.
Thank you.
I give it to you.
Thank you, brother.
So please, I don't know, check my WhatsApp number. Let's chat privately. There are so many other things I can be able to let you know. But there, however, I don't know how to do the super chat so that I can be able to send something across to you. I mean, you're spending your money, your data, you're doing this thing, you are using money to air this thing out, and we need to encourage you. $100 from every of your followers from US won't be enough for what you're doing. We will do more than that.
Thank you.
Please.
Thank you so much. It's amazing that you are so kind. People have been very supportive. You know, one thing is that, right? And that is why I'm so happy that you can see there's been so much improvement, a lot. And I've got this bigger dream too. And I've been so lucky to have many of you as my friends. I can't deny that. I mean, I don't know how many lucky vloggers out there that are like me. So thank you for your thoughtfulness, okay? Yeah, everyone is listening. You have a good evening, okay? So I'll take another call. I mean, hello.
Hello, Uncle Maiyegun. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, sir. Your name?
Yeah, this is Ayomiku Danijo calling from California, USA.
Ayomiku. Now you're live, bro.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I've been watching your program for so long, at least like 5-6 years now. And thank you so much for all the teachings that you've been teaching us.
Thank you.
We are the younger generations that you've been talking about. I'm just 32 years of age. You know, that's why I was calling your uncle.
So you were 10 years. You were 10 years old when Nigeria got democracy.
Exactly. And that democracy did not work for us for anything. You know, I left Nigeria. My mom brought me to the United States, and getting to the United States, I started everything again from scratch one. You know, so, and Nigeria has never worked, nothing. The older generations, I'm not going to blame all of them. It's just like they don't know how to like just stick out for their rights, and they don't know what is what. You know, but we get into this country, you know, raised in this United States and seeing how true democracy and true country should be like. We've understand our left from our right, like, the way Nigeria is going can never work for anybody, and that is why I stand with Biafra all day. That is why I stand with Oduduwa Republic. That is why I stand with the Middle Belt. We have to get our freedom from these old politicians and from these ragged people ruling this country. Anytime I'm having conversation with my friends, I always tell them, the only solution to Africa is until we kill all the older generations, all the people leading all those rotten politicians leading us, is until all of them gets wiped up from that continent. That's the only way African can have the true salvation that he can have. And me as a person, like, they always like bring religion to, like, you know, full gullible Nigerians. Like, every single Nigerian, any little tiny thing that happened, they already scream Jesus first. Instead of them getting into the whole situation and try to find a solution to what is going on, they will be screaming Jesus Christ as if Jesus Christ is going to come from heaven to come and help them for the situation. Like, it's just like You know, it's just a crazy situation going on over there. You know, and yeah, and to even make matters worse, Buhari just declared something that Nigeria itself can never hold. If Buhari thinks like this is 1967, that our forefathers, they were not saying anything. You know, the Yorubas back then, you know, they are looking at the Igbos like, oh no, we don't want to do anything, or we don't want trouble. This generation, Buhari and Nigeria will be surprised how the young Oduduwa we the Yorubas, we the younger generation of the Yorubas, the entire Nigerians will be surprised how all of us are going to team up with the Biafrans, and we're going to fight these raggedy politicians, and we're going to kick every single one of them out. Absolutely. They will be shocked what is going to happen. Yeah. So if Buhari want to declare a war, let him declare a war. That is exactly what we are actually waiting for. And they will be surprised. Like every single time I listen to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and every single thing Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is saying, every single thing is 1000% correct. So that's what I'm saying. Like with this generation of this Yoruba, Buhari will be shocked. The Nigerian politician will be shocked what they're going to get. They will be shocked. So
they should wait for it. It's like they are not prepared for it as well, right? They have this brute force, bruteness and killings, and but we shall see.
They think this generation. But yeah, they think this generation is about guns and bombs. No, it's not about guns and bombs. We will take these people down without shooting a bullet, without even using one.
That's why we're asking peacefully now. That's why we're asking peacefully now. Those who make peacefully now, if those who make peaceful division impossible, they will make a violent division inevitable. That's what they talk about.
Exactly. And if they want the violence, we all of us going to get into the same shoes, and we're going to see who is going to last.
That's how it goes.
We'll see who is going to last, and that one shoe everybody is going to wear. So thank you so much for all the things that you've been teaching us. I always watch your program every time. I always watch you on YouTube, and I always watch you on Facebook. If I don't watch you on YouTube and I'm on Facebook, I go on YouTube and I give you a thumbs up, and I go back to Facebook.
Thank
you. You know, because every single thing you're saying, I learned so many things from you. I learned from even I always tell like people like, look, Omoyele Sowore is calling for revolution. I respect what Omoyele is saying, because every single thing everybody are talking about right now will lead to the disintegration of Nigeria.
Eventually.
Biafra freedom will lead to the disintegration of Nigeria. Yoruba freedom will lead to the disintegration of Nigeria. Revolution now will lead to that same disintegration. So let everybody keep doing what they are doing. All fingers are not equal. Everybody see life in different directions. Let everybody keep doing what they are doing. Because at the end of time, everybody will meet up at the same bus stop, and then we'll now decide like, okay, look, Mr. Revolution now, referendum is what we want, and so it's going to be. Biafra is what we want, and we will get it. Oduduwa Nation is what we want, and we will get it.
That's right.
If you want to stay in Nigeria, fine. You can stay in Nigeria, and you can change Nigeria to be the better Nigeria that you want, that looks like the United States. But it's up to you. But as for me, I am going back to my roots, which is the Yoruba nation that was there way before they even dream about Nigeria, before they even dream about Lord Lugard, before Lord Lugard's parents even give birth to him. My tribe has been there, that is what I'm going back to.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Let me take another call. Yes, right? You have been so amazing. I enjoyed that. Thank you. You have a good evening. Okay.
You too.
So that's how you make it there.
Let me take another call. Right?
Hello, sir.
Hello, sir. This is Maiyegun Live.
Yes, I know. This is Chukwudi calling from Austria.
Chukwudi, you are welcome.
Sir.
You are live.
Thank you. Maiyegun, in case you never know, them down soon. Them soon. Nigeria, Maiyegun. Nigeria is done very soon. And all of us are happy to do. Yes, my brother.
I still don't get it yet. I've told you that you should be warning me ahead. I say, Maiyegun, are you ready? Now bring it on, and I'll bring the music. But here you are. You beat me to it again. So you are live.
So I just came from now. I watched you in the morning.
And of course, then there was no calls. And I just came home now. I was a bit busy. Just came home and already taking calls. And I'm glad to get through. Yeah. I just want our people to know, because sometimes, this is what we have been working for very long time, trying to enlighten people. And one thing I have to give you the credit, because you know how to, you have patience. You deal with people, you try to come down and really get everybody on their level to, enlighten them. Because you know that it takes, brainwash education, what they call mind conditioning. It's a very wicked thing. It's like a chain they put in the brain of the people. And if you don't see the chain in the brain, you never even know that you're even a slave. You know what I mean? So, and understanding this gives people like you the patience you need to be working for all these years. So now, when we talk about the referendum, you talk to the other day, people think you're going for war. But I just want to touch on that referendum means that they give every individual respect to make their opinion. Not want somebody else is just standing up there and is speaking for everybody. Referendum means that everybody has now right to say, this is what I say, this is what I say, everybody. So, and when we check it out, we know what everything says. So that is one thing. And another thing is the North that we are talking about. You mentioned it in the morning, talking about they are ready to go. We don't buy it from them because they're just buying time. They, they practice what they call takia. Takia, where they tell you, they deceive you, and you think you know what they are doing, but you think you're following them. When you relax a bit, before you know it, they take you by surprise. We don't take it. If they are ready, why don't they know that we have been waiting for long time? They know we are ready. So they're supposed to say, hey, let's sit down and do it. Not if they say if. That if is nonsense. They are playing with our intelligence. So the next thing I want to mention is talking about Buhari and dementia. The way, once somebody who is demented, you cannot, even if they put your teleprompter in front of you, you read it. If you check that comment he was making, exactly what he tweeted is what he was saying. So if this guy was a demented person, you know that it's not possible that he just take a glance of the teleprompter and was looking somewhere else and talking about the 1950s and all those threats. So, and that means now, even if he's demented and they hide it from the people, other people are using somebody else, giving him masks, it's the same thing as somebody who is dead, they're hiding it. Is only that the dead person is a little bit more of the atrocity is a bit bigger.
Except in Nigeria, where a dead man can still rule,
Yes, so they are all the same thing. There is dead person but if it's a demented person, cannot be couldn't have spoken so fluently about how he spoke. You know what I mean?
I do.
So he was speaking easily, trying to catch everything well, but dementia wasn't there at all. So, and I want to tell Biafrans one thing, that they should not be sleeping at home in the night. Now they have to rearrange themselves because Boko Haram in uniform are now in Biafra land.
Yeah.
So they should get what is it called? Molotov cocktail. They should practice research what is Molotov cocktails. That is when they get bottles, put petrols or even kerosene function, put sand inside, put rag. And if you can get themselves in a very strategic position, when this Boko Haram uniform comes, they can use it just like the rag that is inside this bottle. Yes, as soon as it touches anything, it explodes and fire everywhere. And they will be burning with their guns. They will not do anything then, So, and they should organize themselves. Let nobody sleep.
That's what I said too, Chukudi, right? I said people should now learn the idea of community mobilization, community cooperation, information passing. All this kind of alert button that communities will have. If a community is being attacked, they can easily group from other communities and move down there to defend them. Once we build that kind of relationship, that cluster system, in every part of areas where these guys are. I know people are watching, people are devising many means of defending themselves, Shukudi, right? But all this information are helpful too. All this information you are giving. Continue.
Yes, my brother. So I'm checking if they are get on themselves well connected like that. So if the people come, like they will even find things and block up the road, and they should have these Molotov cocktails prepared. Everybody should have it well. You know, so when they come to area, they block road, they know they don't move again. If one person throws it on this side, another person falls from the other side. And before they know it, and as soon as you come, these people, their whole clothes will be on fire. They will be burning, and nobody shoots you when he's on fire.
No,
you know. So, and they should stop lamenting. Know that if they declare to kill them, and these terrorists in the uniform, this is not a patriotic people who are defending so-called expired country. By the way. So they should be updated with what is happening. Yes, my brother.
Let me take another call, bro.
Yes.
Thank you very much. That's a good one. Chukudi, have a good night, okay? Go get some rest. You just came back from work. Everyone is on the queue. I'm so sorry if I stretch it sometimes.
Hello. Maiyegun General.
Yes, sir.
Maiyegun General.
Yes, sir.
Baba,
how you doing? I suspect Ahmed.
Yes, of course, sir.
You see, I'm getting better. I know my friends, and I can, you know. How are you doing tonight, bro? All right?
Yes, I'm doing good. How about you?
Well, not bad. Surviving. So you're alive.
Yeah. So I just want to add to what's going on. You know, when I watched Buhari's speech today, I was so happy. Like, okay, we are getting there. What if I activate the beast to build for us, and if we consume them, it's just a matter of time. Like you always say, if we consume all of them. I listened to Mazin Namdekanu, and when I watched all the lockdown they observed and everything, that was when it was another assurance that I was like, man, this man is a confirmed man, as in he's legit. So that alone showed that it triggered fear in them that lockdown, everybody I swear to God, they go suffer. We cannot talk much, Maiyegun, but who just the watch. All of them will soon consume. They go consume. Not time. They go consume.
Thanks so much, Baba.
They go consume. That's
following. You know, one thing is that you see, one thing is that every day, right? Even things that we think and we don't even say out privately, some of them are coming to pass right before our eyes. That we begin to ask ourselves that, oh boy, yes, so they say Nigeria don't get problem before, but this kind of problem, I've lived long enough. I've never witnessed anything like this. So something will give.
Of course, and I tell some of my friends in the military, I said, hey, this is what's going on, and I'm very happy. Most of them are listening to. They are just doing the job because there is no option. So they're going to it. But I tell them, do the job or use your head. Do the job or use your head. You must eat, you must feed your family, but use your head. That is just the only thing I'll tell you. And I'm very happy. Most of them are complying. They are doing what they are supposed to do. But they are just waiting for the time to come.
Everybody's
waiting, also they are saying.
Thank you so much. It's a pleasure talking to you again. Please don't change your voice next time, all right? So that I don't flop online, like live. When I will say, is that a man? I'll just be like, no, it's not. Thank you, Baba. You have a good evening, okay? Sorry, guys, I might sound so funny sometimes. I live in Scotland. Scottish people are very, 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 very. I'm just the kind that doesn't make you laugh. I don't know how I make you guys laugh because, yeah. Hello. Hello, sir.
Good evening, Maiyegun.
Good evening, bro. Your name?
Lakon, calling from London, UK.
Lakon from London. Now you're alive, sir.
Abawo Boibu. àwọn máa sọ Yorùbá ni o ẹ̀yin lẹ máa
ẹ ṣáà rántí pé àwọn
translate.
èèyàn tó ń wọ̀ wá gbogbo wọn kọ́ ló gbọ́ Yorùbá ó ti yé yín ẹ bá wa mix ẹ.
ó ti dojú ẹ báyìí ẹ tó bá ní oògùn kó lọ ṣoògùn ẹ tí ò bá lówó kó lọ yáwó kó ṣoògùn àwa máa jagun ẹ tó bá ní ká máa jagun kò ní dáa fún un.
àṣẹ.
nítorí ó ti dojú ẹ báyìí Biafra nation ó ti wá ó máa dúró Yorùbá nation ó ti wá ó máa dúró ó ti di ṣíṣe gbogbo ẹni tó bá ní kò ní ṣeé ṣe ẹ̀yin wọn la máa ti ṣe.
àṣẹ wà.
kò jù bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ. Thank you. Good night.
Thank you so much, Lekon. I like that. That's like straightforward. Maybe person will get the cost, collect them, and keep them. Nice one, Baba. Let me take another call. I've got another caller. Hello.
Thank you. Hello.
Hello, sir. You're live. Your name?
Oh, yeah, my 5-star general.
Yes, sir.
Good morning from. Yes, my name is Odenipa.
Odenipa.
Yes,
you got it too.
Yes,
now,
you got it right.
How are you doing today?
Yes. Thank God, I'm good.
Fantastic. Now you are.
Yes, thank you very much. I mean, a lot of people have said a lot. Most of them have said what I wanted to say, contribute per se. But nevertheless, I still have something to offer.
As usual.
If Nigeria is proud of the war they went to in 1967, what are they hiding? Why are they hiding the war? They won now. Why are they not telling their children the history they won the Biafrans? Why? They should be proud of the war they won. What are they hiding? Why are you scared that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu say that we should remember our people that were killed? You defeated us, yes. Then allow us to mourn our people. Allow us to remember them. You get angry. Why are you aggravated over our own issue? You condone with what was it called? Israelis for the Holocaust. You call these people Rwanda to condone with them. Yet you have your own under your feet. You don't want to talk about it. What are you hiding? It says a lot.
Because
be
they
proud
never
of the
won
war
any
you won.
war. They never won any war. It was a genocide.
That is it.
That's why
I mean, it's appalling. How can you say that people you killed, you don't talk about it?
Right? You know, somebody told me that the reason why the Fulani are so scared of the Igbos is that they believe that the Igbos are going to do a reprisal against them on the genocide they committed against the Igbos. But people are like, it doesn't look like the Igbos are interested in committing any genocide against anyone. They just want to leave. And they said that is why
we want to live, we want to survive. We want to survive. We want to do our business. We want to showcase our talent. That's all we want. We want a neutral playground. That's all. We don't ask for anything again. We just want to survive and live as a human being. That's all we ask. And you're trying to deny us all this thing and you want us to be happy. Tomorrow, you're afraid of me as an Igbo man. Yes, you want me to be in the same country with you, here in Nigeria. Yes, you cannot allow me to speak. You cannot allow me to assess some certain things in the country you said I belong to with you. It's special. They should allow us to express ourselves. Imagine we don't have seaports, we don't have international airports, we don't have nothing. Yet we are still surviving. We will talk about it. Instead, we are complaining that Igbos cannot be trusted. Yet we're in one country. What is all this thing? I'm grateful that they are coming out from their shed. They are coming out to vomit their nonsense, telling us that they will do what they did before. But it's okay. We are waiting for them.
The whole world is waiting.
200 people were kidnapped a few days ago. Nobody uttered a word. Their governor traveled abroad, said that he was looking for help outside. Who is the governor here to go and seek for international help? Where is your president? Nigeria is a funny place. It's a funny place. Thank you, Maiyegun. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Baba. You have a good evening, my brother. All right? That's a good one. I'm taking another call. Hello.
Good evening, Maiyegun.
Good evening, sir. Your name?
Ola from London.
Sir Ola from London. You are live, sir.
How are you today?
I am very well, sir. Thanks for asking. How are you?
Yeah, I'm very good. Thank you.
Good.
I mean, good to what you are doing. You've been doing so well.
Thank you.
I mean, this generation are really blessed to have someone like that, so bold to say truth to these people. I will say something. I'd like to mention a few things. But
yes, sir.
First thing is that vice president that called himself a party what Buhari said yesterday, it's not for him. If he is a true man of God, that is enough for him to tender his resignation. Like, look, I will not be part of this government. Committing genocide against humanity. If truly serving a living God, it's not about dialogue. That alone is enough for him to take a position. Like, look, I will never be part of this. But these people that are, arranging themselves as GOs, as pastors, they are part of the problem of Africa, of Nigeria. They use religion to enslave people.
That's right.
Not like they are using religion to uplift people, but they are using it to suppress. Then secondly, people are saying, oh, Namjan, on Sunday Bobo is clamoring for war. It's not that is going to break Nigeria. Buhari himself is the one that is going to break Nigeria.
Mm-hmm.
He is the one in charge of breaking up. No any other. But Buhari himself, he hates Nigeria and he wants to. So they should not condemn what Nnamdi Kanu is doing or what Sunday Bobo is doing. They are doing the right thing. You cannot come into my own domain, killing my to fold my. Since all these killings are going on, have you ever seen coming and condemning these terrorists in thought?
Or even prosecute them.
In 2013, he said war against Boko Haram is a war against the northern part of Nigeria.
Mm-hmm.
So how do you expect him to go against them? So that's my contribution.
Thank you so much, sir. We will continue to talk, of course. Thank you so much. I appreciate your contribution, sir. You have a good evening, sir. So, my dear sister Liz Shuku, I just, I couldn't resist. I have to mention this because you actually added a long chat with your super chat, okay? Sorry that that's now up. However, I love this. Thank you, Maiyegun. At Maiyegun's Diary Politico. We are so proud of you and all you are doing. I'm happy to contribute to your cause and to the younger generation. I'm happy to support the 18 to 35-year-olds. Women need to speak up a bit more so that egos end. Thank you very much, ma, okay, for that support. For every penny that people actually give to me on Super Chat, right? It gives me the opportunity to build more. I have to tell you, my team, they were telling me just 2 days ago, we were talking, and they said, we are getting to a stage where we're going to stop buying equipment now. And my project manager was like, do you know we have spent over £8,000 after we started Diaspora Radio? We have spent over £8,000 on equipment. I was like, well, it's thereabout. I've gotten several laptops, several like stuffs, all because all of you who believe in Maiyegun continue to give in your token to support Maiyegun, to continue to bring Maiyegun back and get better. And I can tell you, it is working. So when people say, who are those paying you? That is why when people ask me, who are those paying me? Now you see my friend, you can see them now, they are watching. These are my friends, okay? And legitimately, I have their authorization to be anything I can be. They want me to be the best I can be because I always make them proud. Like my sister there said, Sister Liz, thank you. And to every one of you too, thank you. I have a caller. Hello.
Hello. Hi, Maiyegun.
You have been trying. I have been seeing your missed call, but it's just no. Hello.
Yes.
Your name?
Yes, I've been trying. Yes, I did.
Finally.
I'm Ejiwa. Calling from New York, Ejiwa.
Ejiwa from New York. Now you're alive.
Yes.
Please.
Thank you, Maiyegun.
Yes.
Thank you for being such an awesome, genuine heart. I mean, your tribalized nature is so awesome. You read between the lines they've been selling over the years. Like, you know them from their root. Like, they've tried this time, but they've met a roadblock. It's no longer going to work.
Mm-hmm.
Infrastructure is not given. Hospitals, healthcare is not talked about. Creation of jobs is not talked about. All they do is talk about cows in the Senate of Assembly. When the rest of the world is talking about expansions of science, trade, globalization, they are talking of Ruga, that is a private business of individuals. That thing is not even a national situation. And they make it a priority. Don't you see that they are not meant to be leaders? They have tried over the years. How many presidents have the Fulanis produced? Yet, we are where we are today. They are not meant to be leaders. They keep failing, and they fail over and over again. Oduduwa now, Biafra now.
Absolutely.
We're living.
That's right.
Nothing is, like I said the last time I called in, Southern needs to submit. There should be no more room for sentiments. Because I swear by the United States that I stand on, if a Caucasian is threatened, twice, 2 persons are killed in their community, they will fight back with their lives. I don't know why they are killing my people in the East and everybody in Nigeria is taking it okay. In Aba today, it was MS. Like I cry every day for Nigeria killing my people, and yet they want to silence us forever. It's not going to happen. We don't want anything from them. Southerners should stand their ground. It is time. It's been time since over 50 years. It was grace like this time. No more. We're so done.
Thank you.
We kept it going back 200 years backwards when the rest of the world are moving 20, 40 years ahead of us. Look at Ghana. Look at South Africa. Look at Kenya. Look at all the people that are bringing out things more innovative, and they are there eradicating innovations. Look at these people. Who are they fooling?
Themselves.
I just can't anymore. It's high time we call it a spade and not a garden tool. Biafra Oduduwa now. And I implore every Oduduwa to stand up with Chief Sunday Moho on June 12th and declare their voice to the world. They are watching, but they want to see your mindset. We Biafrans have proven it on the sit at home. Now it's to prove theirs. It is a mandate on them. It is a mandate for them to make their voice heard all over the world.
That's right.
Because sometimes silence is the loudest voice.
Thank you.
I'm sure for the pain and tears of what they do.
Thank you very much for that. It's a pleasure speaking to you again, by the way. Thank you very much for calling in. Okay, you have a good evening. Right? So I'm going to have my last call now. I'm so sorry if you didn't make it tonight. It can really be that busy. I'm sorry. Well, I have a last caller. Hello. Hello there.
Hello, Maiyegun.
Yes, sir.
Maiyegun General.
Sorry?
His Excellency Maiyegun.
Yes, sir.
It's Chuk from Germany.
Chuk, that's you. And you are my last caller tonight. Now you have the floor.
Oh, man. You know, things is happening in Nigeria every hour, every second. First of all, I want to commend you for the excellent job you're doing.
Thank you.
Like one of the callers said, I hope it will be possible if your program, I just hope that any of those FM or any of these television stations can be to bring your program in Nigeria so that it will open a lot of closed minds, a lot of closed brains. And if there is any platform, if there is any way we can assist so that it will go
to take it mainstream on their street.
I think I will be one of the people that we be assisting, because if you program and the program of Nnamdi Kanu, because you know it's a
it's two different perspectives, but it's heading to one direction. Yeah. So that some people who don't like the aggressive and the whatever way the Nnamdi Kanu is doing, I think they will come to terms with your gentle but
some of them think I'm not gentle, by the way. Chuck, you think I'm gentle?
No,
compared to Maazi, I think I am pretty much gentle, you know.
100%.
Like
100%. Let me put it to go to what Buhari, the one that is still trending.
Yeah.
Oh man, I can't imagine that a commander-in-chief can speak out such a detestable thing. I mean, when I first saw it in Twitter, I said no, I don't believe. But you know, when I then go to the channel television and hear it from his mouth, I say, well, it's two things. One, most people don't believe what you and Nnamdi Kanu was saying, that the hidden agenda of these people is to commit another genocide. So, but now we have had it from the horse's mouth. I mean, I think at the after everything, his advisors will be telling him that maybe he just, you know, that kind of thing. Even if you have planned it, you don't speak it out.
Well, devil don't make them talk up now. So they've confirmed all of our fear that their plan was a genocide. They've already started it, but they are doing it gradually. But they just want to make it official. Now the whole country is now aware. Twitter has to delete that tweet. Oh, Chuck, you know that Twitter deleted that tweet.
Yeah. See the Twitter, I saw it.
They deleted it because it's inciting. It's a dog whistle. Kill any Igbo, kill every Igbo you see anywhere. We will treat them what we did to them in 1967. That's what he said.
Yeah. Oh, and that is what they have started, though. But because of, you know, the nature of the media we have, nobody is hearing it out. And now he then confirmed it. And the IG, the new IG, have already given the order, but you know, because IG, people didn't take it serious. Then the commander-in-chief just confirmed it. I mean, oh man.
That's it. Dog whistle. Kill them.
Yeah. Yeah. If any Southerner is still sleeping, if any Southerner is still dreaming of 2023, I think it's the most foolish man or foolish woman I can ever see. Because it's very clear. Today is Southeast. Before even they conclude the Southeast, they will even shift to South-South. When they have done, then maybe they will come to Southwest. So it is a time all of us, we have to stand up. We have to stand up together because
use everything we have to stop them. That's right.
Yeah. I mean, okay, look at Commander-in-Chief. You came in on air for a long time. I can't remember the last time he made a public speech. There are a lot of things that have happened in the country. Okay, before this sit at home, there was massacre of people in Benue State. I saw the video. He couldn't even comment on it.
There's a massacre in Ebonyi where they killed over 50 people.
There's a massacre in Ebonyi too. Yeah, they didn't see anything.
200 school children were kidnapped 3 days ago. They didn't see anything.
Couldn't see anything. Oh man.
The parent of Greenfield University student paid 180 million and 20 new bike to terrorists. He didn't see anything.
You can be counting it. That's the ones we know. That's the ones we know. There are a lot of them that have not come up in the public eye.
I know.
He couldn't say anything just because of the sit at home, and that was what brought the cat out of the
exactly. He couldn't contain it anymore. It's like, kill them. Just kill them. We'll kill you. Imagine, he misfire. But you know one thing, there is a latest one coming. You see this coming days, all of you go hear about effort of martial law. See, the drama when Buhari still they bring, people who are abusing Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, they will join the marching when that thing enter.
I tell you, this speech he made, this thing tweet is enough. Many people will kill him because it is obvious.
It is a matter of time. Chuk, thank you very much. All right.
Oh, thank you, Michael. Thank you very much.
You are so welcome. Thanks so much for calling in. You have a good evening, okay? Chuk.
You can change it to Maiyegun Masha.
You have given me His Excellency. You remember? His Excellency.
Yeah,
I've been given Maazi on the side. I've been offered citizenship of Biafra. I've been offered a lot of things, Chuk. Honestly. So if I'm one of those who are looking forward to the day Biafra will call, I mean, if you are counting people who are looking forward to the day, I think I'm actually going to be one of the most favored Biafran, even though I'm going to get it by naturalization, you know, Chuk. Many people are already offering me a lot. So eventually I will be a genuine Biafran because I think I'm going to have a shift and to almost at everywhere. I've got friends everywhere, Chuk, honestly.
It's true.
Thank you very much.
Because you stand by the truth.
Thank you, Baba.
And keep it on.
You have a good one. Okay, you have a good evening as well.
Okay, you too. Bye.
Bye, Baba. So that's Chuk there. I love talking to Chuk. Chuk is a guy that you can have a chat with from the other end, right? And you still feel like you've known him for life. I've got many friends like that. Or maybe because I live in Scotland, I get to be kind of, when I'm in the mood, I get to be very friendly, and I work in the customer service industry. So I'm trained by the best. So if some of you think, well, maybe that's the addition, maybe I shouldn't have told you, you know what I mean? But now you do know. So I've got little training about communication and all of that. And I think I love talking to Chuk. Okay, and talking to all of you. Thank you so much, everyone, for your time tonight. I'm going to see you some other time. Okay, tomorrow is another day. Remember my 3 announcements. But before you go, remember, my friends, if you have downloaded the Sendwave app and you have not used the Politico promo code, you can use it now whenever you want to make whenever you want to send money out there. So the promo code is still the Politico, right? The download link is in the video, whether you are watching on Facebook, watching on YouTube, right? Remember, if you want to, it's free to send money through the Sendwave, okay? All you have to do is that after downloading the app, use the promo code, link it up, and you can send money directly to your relatives in any part of Nigeria, where you can send the money through to their First Bank account, Access Bank account, Fidelity Bank account, UBA Bank account. And when you send money to them, they will get it in dollars. Are you with me? That means your money won't lose any value, okay? They will pick it up in dollars. Not all countries are, Sendwave is not available in all countries as we speak, okay? But countries like the United States, Canada, France, Spain, Ireland, you know, my friends in Dublin, my friends in, there's a name, Letterkenny. I had a very big auntie, very beautiful auntie like that, who lived in Letterkenny. All of you in Ireland, if you know Letterkenny, or if I pronounce it right, let me know, right? So you can use Sendwave there too. You can use it in Italy, and you can use it here in the UK. If you use the Sendwave app in the UK, it's free to use that to send money. But if you use it in any other part of all these places, you only get to pay a percentage, 1% of what you are sending. Okay, so 1% of $100 is $1. Remember. So 1% of £100 is £1. So if you are sending £200, you pay £2. If you are sending £500, you pay £5. You know what I'm talking about? No, sorry, I'm mixing it up because I spend pounds. If you are sending £500, it's free. If you are sending £1,000, it's free to send that. Okay, but if you are sending $1,000, that's $1, 2, 3. That's $10. Okay. If you're sending $2,000, people are asking me, what is the limitation of what they can send? Of course, I think you can send up to $10,000. But yeah, come on, check it out. You will be glad you did, and you will be supporting Maiyegun's Diary as well. My friends support me. But you see all those Buhari deals. They are always those who are like, because they love poverty, and I can't blame them. You can't be living in Nigeria's Buhari, and then you won't feel like your situation, your problem, somebody else is responsible for it. They come around, they are like, my friends love me and they support me, and that's why I get better. And I hold them nothing other than just to be the best I can be, up to date as much as I can be. And I'm grateful to all of you. So this is where I'm going to draw the curtain tonight. So I'll see you some other time. Go on to my YouTube channel, subscribe to it. At least it's free to subscribe. Maiyegun's Diary, Politico, on YouTube, on Facebook, everywhere. I am also on Twitter. I keep talking about Twitter. I used to be a silent reader on Twitter. Now you can read my tweet too. Just same thing, at Maiyegun's Diary. Search for that on Twitter and you see me. And you can follow me and I will follow you. Thank you to all of you, Sister Liz and everyone. You should all have a good evening. Okay? We look forward to the day that the South we announce that coalition we want, and we'll keep pushing it. We'll keep encouraging people to do it until it's done. Buhari never see craze. He will see craze. Somebody should tell him. Good night.
Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Maiyegun ti dé. Maiyegun ti dé. Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Maiyegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Maiyegun ti dé. Lórí Facebook. Maiyegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Maiyegun ti dé. Lórí YouTube. Maiyegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Maiyegun ti dé. Bọ́ bàbá gbé wúrẹ́. Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Maiyegun ti dé. Ijó ìgbádìyẹ. Maiyegun máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Maiyegun ti dé. Pẹ̀sìdó bá rúfin o. Maiyegun máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Maiyegun ti dé. Kí gómìnà kówó jẹ. Maiyegun máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Maiyegun ti dé. Ọlọ́pàá ti ń darí bá. Maiyegun máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Maiyegun ti dé. Aṣòfin tí ń rúfin o. Maiyegun máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Maiyegun ti dé. Òpùrọ́ olóṣèlú. Maiyegun máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Maiyegun ti dé. Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Maiyegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Maiyegun ti dé. Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dèrò ní fi wọ́n níran o. Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dèrò ní fi wọ́n níran. Wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀ o. Maiyegun ó sọ pé wọ́n ò bẹ́ẹ̀. Wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀. Maiyegun ó sọ pé wọ́n ò bẹ́ẹ̀. Oníkan ṣáàtì ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe fáwọn ará ìlú tó gbé wọn débẹ̀ o. Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran. Kì máa yí ṣe eré, ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kì í ṣe ẹ̀fẹ̀. Kì máa yí ṣe eré, ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kì í ṣe ẹ̀fẹ̀. Ẹni bá ti lè lẹ́bọ̀ lẹ́rù o, ọmọ bá dèrò kàṣàyè tú wọn síta.